Nah, but for real talk. You can ask any relationship, the honeymoon stage don't last that long. It may last 6 months, it may last 2 months, it may even last a year. But eventually something's going to happen in that time frame that makes you feel a certain type of way, which is going to alter the relationship. But you don't believe that, huh? You believe that all things is going to be good. But have anybody ever told you this before?
Man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. But God is really using you to help me out.
What's going on, family? I want to welcome you to AOS the Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. AOS Inspires. This is what I need you to do. We're on every single platform: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I need you to go and subscribe and follow us right now. We drop content every single day that'll help you with your life, because our mission here at AOS the Podcast is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. I want you to live life on the next level. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that's watching this episode. This is going to be a dynamic episode. I need you to dive in. Do me a big favor. I need you to like, share, and comment. Don't be a stranger. I like comment with us. And this is what I need you also to do. I need you to copy this link right here on this podcast, this episode, and share it with at least 10 of your friends. I promise you it's going to help them out. Let's jump into the episode. I got to keep it all the way honest with you. The honeymoon stage is always amazing, right? So like when you first meet somebody, let me break this thing down so we can understand. The honeymoon stage is when you meet somebody, and usually the honeymoon stage starts when you confess how you feel about yourself, how you feel to somebody else, like how you feel about it, right? That's when the honeymoon stage starts, because the honeymoon stage includes, oh, good morning, Texas. I've been thinking about you all day. You get the butterflies, you get the jitteries every time you think about this person. Let's really be honest. That is the honeymoon stage. But what many people have messed up and told you, because I've heard so many old people say this time and time again, oh, I'm still in my honeymoon stage. No, you're not. You've been out your honeymoon stage for years. Let's really, I can't stand it, right? Because the older generation, like my parents' generation, your parents' generation, they were raised up under the value system of saying what happens in this house stays in this house, and it has poured over into their honesty about the relationship. The truth of the matter is, back in those days, they would stay, the women would stay, even if the man cheated, they would stay, even if the man was abusive, right? Because that was their era. That was what they were exposed to. And I understand, but we're living in a new era, a new age now, where it's unhealthy. And it's crazy, because so many women in the older days died in a relationship that they were never able to live out their full purpose. That's bananas to me. Now we have women now that look at them like, no, ain't no way in hell that I'm going to be in a relationship that doesn't serve me. Right. But the women in the prior years, the women in other generations, they would be in a relationship, and it's crazy. They would be in a relationship that does not serve them purpose, that does not serve them at all. The guy that they're in a relationship with, he doesn't speak to her purpose. What's going on, family? I know that you're enjoying the episode, but I had to pause to ask you a quick question. Have you ever been through anything in life that was so life altering that it changed your life forever? I mean, have you ever been and had a job and you lost that job? I mean, your dream job, you lost that job for whatever reason. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, you started a business, and the business started off great, and then it seemed as if it was going downhill. And now you're at a place, you lost your marriage, you lost your children, you lost some major things in your life. And now you're at a place in life where you're like, hey, this is the end of the road. I don't see it getting better. I got news for you. It will get better. And I wrote a book just for you. It's entitled Winning After a Major Loss. You need to go and get your copy. Go to barnesandnoble.com, go to amazon.com, get your copy right now. Winning After a Major Loss. I promise you, it's going to change the trajectory of your life. It's going to change your mindset. Most importantly, it's going to change your heart about your situation, because I promise you, you can win after a major loss. Go get your copy now. Barnes & Noble's, amazon.com. Order your copy now. Let's get back to the episode. It's important to her. Nothing. They just coexist. There's something that was good in that relationship that they extracted from it, and they stay there together. That's the old generation. The new generation women understands, listen, I can't be at a place where I'm not happy, right? And then you got to understand that feelings are fickle. I get it. But I'm not finna stay in a relationship that does not allow me to grow or to I'm not going to stay in a slavery type of relationship. I'm not. But so what I'm saying is, what it has poured over to the new generation, the old generation have told the new generation the good areas of marriage, but they didn't tell them the dark side of marriage. They just told them stick in there. Just stuff will change. Suppose it doesn't change. I tell people all the time, if he's bold enough to hit you, you should be bold enough to pack your bags and go and just figure everything out. Many people don't leave relationships because, it's where we're stable, or because our money is tied together. Or listen, all that stuff is irrelevant. When somebody's abusing you physically, verbally, mentally, listen, it's time for you to pack your bags and go, because what they're doing is they're limiting what you can possibly be. They're limiting the thing. And while you have somebody that you're in a relationship with, whether you're married or not married, what you're doing when you're being with a person that's abusive, when you're being with a person that's limiting your growth or stunting your growth, what you're doing is you're allowing this person to stand in the doorway for the right person to open the door. But the right person can't open the door because they're in the doorway. They're blocking it. So what I want to tell you is, I want to be honest. The honeymoon stage don't last always. Now, I'm not saying that you can't go back and have honeymoon stage moments, or you can't recreate a new honeymoon. That's not what I'm saying. But that honeymoon stage, and the reason I had to make this video, and this is the whole reason, because many of you leave relationships because people taught you that, or they told you that I'm still in the honeymoon stage. And then once you get out the honeymoon stage in your relationship, you're like, yo, we're at the end of the road now. Like, there's nothing, it's no reason for us to be in this relationship. Like, I'm done. I'm walking out. Why? Because the honeymoon stage is over with. But I want to tell you, it's normal for the honeymoon stage to be over with. Stop thinking that, okay, the honeymoon stage is over with and I'm done with this relationship. I got to go. No. All you have to do when the honeymoon stage is up, you recreate a new stage. Right? Because this is the thing. As you grow in stages with your relationship, you change, you grow, things change about you. Before, you may say, love going to the club. I love smoking. Now you're like, hold on, I can't smoke like that. I got emphysema now. Or I can't smoke like that. My lungs don't, I'm cool. I'm good on smoke. I don't like smoking. It's not good for my purpose. It's not good for my destiny. But you got to understand, the honeymoon stage will leave. But will you grow and progress when the honeymoon stage go? Or would you just go with the honeymoon stage? That's my time. What's going on, family? I want to say thank you for rocking with us during this episode. We have been so excited to drop this episode. I'm glad that you made it to the end. This is what I want you to do. If you have any takeaways from this episode, leave it in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear how you feel. I want to bring content to you that's relevant to you, that'll help you change your life, because you already know our mission here at AOS Inspires, AOS the Podcast, is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. This is what I need you to do. I need you to like, subscribe, share this episode. If it spoke to your life, share this episode with somebody. Why? Because you are connected to some people that we're not connected with. And with that connection together, we can empower the world to never give up. I'm Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the Podcast. I can't wait to see you next week. Just in case you didn't know, we drop every single week, 3 times a week. Mondays, 8 a.m., Wednesdays, 8 a.m., and Fridays, 8 a.m. You need to catch an episode. Matter of fact, catch all 3 episodes. It's going to be fire. I promise you it's going to help you doing your everyday life. It's going to help you get to the next level. Let's go.